Welcome to this explainer. Listen, today we are getting right into it. We're taking an intimate, peer-to-peer look at the world of concierge medicine. Think of this as a direct conversation from Michael Tetzschrodt, the editor-in-chief at Concierge Medicine Today, specifically tailored for his physician friends. So whether you're already running a practice and just need to bust through a growth plateau, or you're thinking about starting a concierge practice from scratch, you are in the right place. This is a masterclass on using radical hospitality and high-ticket sales strategies to level up your business. Okay, let's dive into the roadmap we'll be using today to shift your practice from stagnant, traditional marketing to a high-ticket, patient-centric growth machine. We'll be covering 1. The invisible armor. 2. Diagnosing insideritis. 3. Knowing your patient. 4. The hospitality cure. 5. Surprise and delight. And finally, 6. The 4R doctor.
Section 1. The invisible armor and shifting the hero's journey.
Right off the bat, to fix lead generation and retention, we absolutely have to face the reality of patient burnout today. You know those old-fashioned mindsets you were taught in medical school? While they are incredibly noble, they are actually putting a massive lid on your growth. The old mindset dictates that the doctor is the hero, built to serve absolutely everyone all the time. But as Michael tells his physician friends, you just aren't built to serve everyone. Trying to do that doesn't make financial ends meet, and honestly, it's just not a sustainable career path. The growth mindset flips this entirely. The patient becomes the hero, and you are the wise guide serving a highly targeted, specific niche. And because patients are so burnt out these days, Michael makes this really profound observation. He says, we put on this invisible suit of armor. We expect an argument. We expect a battle. We expect to fight for our rights. Just think about that for a second. The friction in modern healthcare literally forces patients to arrive at your clinic on the defensive. If their underlying experience is broken from the start, all those marketing dollars you're spending to get them in the door, completely useless. To put this burnout into a bit of perspective, Michael sometimes plays a game of would you rather with patients. And the results are, well, they're pretty sobering. Nearly 62% of people say they would actually rather navigate the absolute misery of the DMV or take off their shoes for TSA security screening than go to a medical visit. I mean, no way, right? Only 38% chose the doctor's office. When 2/3 of the population prefers the DMB overseeing their physician, we have a massive customer service problem on our hands.
Section 2. Diagnosing insideritis, which is the true lid on your growth.
So what's actually causing all this friction? Well, it's an internal disease that business leaders Carrie Nieuwhof and Jeff Henderson brilliantly call insideritis. Basically, this is when a business focuses entirely on internal issues rather than the patient. Think about your own front office. Are your staff focusing on break room drama? Are you operating on that's how we've always done it autopilot? Or maybe leaving a wake of confusing medical acronyms that patients don't understand? When your front office staff starts seeing the patient as an inconvenient obstacle rather than the actual priority, it is a fatal disease for your business. The patient experience is never, ever going to eclipse the employee experience.
Section 3. Knowing your patient. Who do you actually serve?
Now, to cure that insideritis and actually boost high-ticket sales, you have to understand exactly who it is you serve. Based on data from Upfront Healthcare, we know patients aren't just one big monolith. They fall into very distinct psychographic segments. Check this out. 37% are willful endurers who kind of just ignore their health until it's an emergency. 21% are goal-driven self-achievers. 15% are balance seekers. Another 15% are trustful responders who religiously follow directions. And 12% are priority jugglers who put their family duties first. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, tailoring your concierge practice's communication to these specific core motivations is the real secret to acquiring high-ticket leads. If you're trying to attract a self-achiever, you need to offer them concrete goals and reach out to them in the morning. If you're dealing with a priority juggler, you absolutely must offer a frictionless, embedded scheduling tool because they are way too busy managing their family to call you during office hours. Once you understand this, you stop wasting money on generic marketing and start speaking the exact language your ideal patients want to hear. Moving on to Section 4. The hospitality cure and adopting the Ritz-Carlton standard. To truly unlock the ultimate patient experience, we have to borrow some radical hospitality principles. And there's a really crucial distinction you need to make here. Service versus hospitality. Service is just fulfilling a function. Taking a copay, checking a chart, drawing blood. It's a task. Hospitality, on the other hand, is how you make someone feel. It's about creating a genuine sense of belonging and care. You can have mathematically perfect medical service, but without hospitality, your patients will walk out the door feeling totally disconnected. In his fantastic book, Excellence Wins, legendary founder Horst Schulze revolutionized the hotel industry at the Ritz-Carlton. And you know what? Concierge medicine is doing the exact same thing for healthcare. Schulze famously said, "We are not servants. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen." This mindset completely eliminates the weird servant versus villain dynamic in your front office. Instead, it elevates your staff, giving them immense dignity in the truly noble art of caring for others. And the absolute key mechanism behind all of this? Empowerment. Schulze empowered every single employee at the Ritz-Carlton with up to $2,000 to instantly solve a guest's problem. No manager approval required. $2,000. Michael challenges his fellow physicians with this exact concept. How are you empowering your staff? Do they have the authority to just write off a weird $15 copay, or maybe order a coffee for a patient who's had to wait too long? Empowering your staff like this is what creates lifelong, unshakable loyalty.
Section 5. Surprise and delight and navigating the patient journey.
Okay, so let's get practical. To apply this empowerment, we need to break the patient's visit down into cinematic scenes. Because long before a patient actually sits kneecap to kneecap with you in the exam room, they are already judging your brand. Do they get trapped in a robotic voicemail tree? Is it incredibly frustrating to find a parking space? Every single one of these steps is a potential point of conflict, where that patient's invisible armor just gets thicker and thicker. It's kind of like a medical version of The Lord of the Rings. The patient is Frodo. They're the hero on a frightening, difficult health journey. You and your staff, you're Gandalf. You're the wise allies and guides helping them navigate the darkness. And all those broken processes, the rude phone calls, the terrible parking, those are the orcs. They're just villains causing friction. Your job as a concierge practice is to defeat the orcs by turning those potential disappointments into unexpected moments of surprise and delight. Section 6. The FOR Doctor and Leaving a Lasting Impression. We're going to wrap up this masterclass with a really powerful framework developed by Concierge Medicine today. Do for one what you wish you could do for everyone. This beautiful idea marries the Hippocratic Oath with the Golden Rule. It's a lesson deeply rooted in faith traditions and championed by brilliant leaders like Andy Stanley. Let's be real, you can't be perfect for everyone every single day, but you absolutely can do something remarkably special for the one specific person standing right in front of you. This right here is the ultimate practice playbook. It's the exact same message taught for years at the annual Concierge Medicine Forum. When you intentionally focus on relational interactions and legally and ethically work around restrictive policies, you ensure the patient never, ever feels like they're just being processed. Doctors come back from the forum telling Michael that being a doctor who is for patients gives them an entirely new, welcoming language to speak to their local community. It is, without a doubt, the absolute best high-ticket sales and retention strategy in existence. So, I'll leave you with this final provocative question. Are you ready to stop trying to be the hero and finally become the indispensable guide your patients are frantically searching for? It's time to shed those old mindsets, cure insideritis once and for all, and use radical hospitality to scale your practice. Share these insights with your front office staff tomorrow morning and just watch your patient loyalty completely transform. Thanks for hanging out with us on this explainer, and we will see you next time.